torture, misery, and suffering. Way back in 1791, when William Wilberforce introduced his anti-slavery bill, there was an MP in the British Parliament by the name of Colonel Tarleton who voted against this bill and argued against this bill on the grounds that it would annihilate an industry which employed over 5,000 sailors and 160 ships. Now, they rejected that argument 220 years ago, and we should reject it again today.
Thank you, Kelvin, for the very enlightening talk. Now I'd like to call upon our cheerleader, Felicity Anderson. So please help Felicity with the chance. Felicity Anderson.
It's me proud to be an Australian today when I look out over this crowd. So let's end Australia's shame. Ban live export now. 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 What do we want? Ban live export now. End Australia's shame. Ban live export. End Australia's shame. Ban live now. End Australia's shame. Ban live now.
Thank you so much. Now I'd like to call upon our third speaker, which is Lefki Pavlidis. Lefki is an environmental scientist and she will be talking on behalf of the World Preservation Foundation. Lefki Pavlidis.
That's wrong. Is that better?
Thank you!
At World Preservation Foundation, we study livestock's impact on our planet and on us. I'm here to share with you that perspective and the power we have in not only preventing cruelty to animals, but reducing our environmental impact as well. It may surprise you to know that each year on Earth, we breed 64 billion animals for meat, milk and eggs. These numbers are frightening and driving our planet to environmental and climate catastrophe. Livestock now outweigh wildlife by 8-to-1. Within the last 50 to 60 years, global livestock population has increased by 5 to 6 times, while within that time human population has only doubled. Livestock is responsible for over 2/3 of the world's destruction of forests. Livestock eat 40% of the world's a ravenous, waste-producing, forest-destroying giant. The average Australian eats 2,000 animals in their lifetime.
Gross.
Each year, we breed 25 animals for every one of us. Picture that now. If each one of us had our entourage of 25 animals with us, that's 25 animals per year. What do you see around you? What are your 25 animals? Pigs, cows, sheep, chickens? Imagine feeding them. Imagine the land they will take up. Imagine their ending. These animals that we have bred have a huge impact on our resources and our planet. Returning to why we are here, live exports must be banned, but the idea to instead slaughter the animals here, freeze their bodies or body parts, then send them over, is that really the answer? No. Number one, all types of slaughter, whether here or in Indonesia, are inhumane. It's just that the public hasn't seen the graphic footage of what happens in the slaughterhouses here yet. Number two, slaughtering them here and freezing them uses more resources, produces more greenhouse gases as well. Regarding jobs, there are alternatives. Rather than the government subsidising an industry that inherently causes suffering to animals, those funds can be used to assist affected communities to transition to cruelty-free and green jobs. The more people move into a plant-based or even vegan diet means a reduction in livestock numbers, means more land is freed up for reforestation, which is a natural way to draw down carbon dioxide that is already in the air. It means we're living more compassionate lifestyles. If you're really shocked by the cruelty that you saw on TV, I mean, think of what happens in the slaughterhouses here. And it means, so we're living more compassionate lives and we're not taking part of the cruelty towards animals. So the power is in our hands, it's within us. We can stop the cruelty.
Thanks for that, Lefty. Our next speaker needs no introductions. Next speaker is Pam Ahern from
Claudia, stay here.
I stand here today as the founder and director of Edgar's Mission, a not-for-profit sanctuary for rescued farm animals. There are two reasons I decided to create this organisation: my love of animals and my sense of justice. Coming to see animals the way I have, one can never unsee them. And I'm joined here today by Timmy, our ambassador sheep. This gentle sheep is a reminder that lives matter. They matter to them and they matter to us. I never knew Tommy, the black droughtmaster steer, who once grazed the vast plains of a cattle station in Western Australia. And his existence would never have been known to me if not for the power of images. The heartbreaking images of Tommy's final moments in a slaughterhouse far removed from his place of birth were vividly captured on film as Animals Australia campaign director Lynn White and co-investigator from the UK bore witness to what will go down in history as one of humanity's blackest hours. Tommy's trembling form as he watched his bodies brutally manhandled, slaughtered and butchered before him will be burned into the hearts and minds of all who watched in horror as a bloody business screened on Australia's most prestigious current affairs show, Four Corners. The images conveyed the unspeakable physical and mental suffering of Australian animals in Indonesian abattoirs, and Australians will move to action like never before. Radio stations were flooded with tear-filled voices as callers phoned in. Newspapers echoed sentiments of how can this be, and politicians' email boxes overflowed with messages of despair. And the swell of emotion continues today. These were not vegetables being prepared for dinner, but sentient beings whose capacity to suffer was felt by all who saw the images. Make no mistake, this is not an animal rights issue, it is a human wrongs one. It is one that each and every one of us here today can do something about. one day we will not be here, and history will be remembering us. But how will we be judged? Gandhi put it well when he said, the greatness of a nation and its moral progress will be measured by the way it treats its animals. The presence of animals in our lives challenges us on so many levels. The best within us seeks to protect them from suffering, and the worst seeks to profit from their voicelessness. Which world will you leave as your legacy? I truly believe that it is in the voicelessness of animals and their silent pleas for mercy that can truly awaken the greatness of our humanity. And we have that opportunity right here, right now, for that to happen. In the 18th century, a great man named Wilberforce took a stand against a grave injustice that was happening on his watch, the slave trade. A trade in shipboard misery that subjected its cargo to horrendous injustices and suffering. And the very excuses that were offered for the continuation of that trade are mirrored some 250 years later to justify another shipboard trade, the live export. They say they will look well looked after. They say it is vital for our economy. They say it is in our interest to look after them. They say they are not like us. They say if we don't do it, someone else will. I, like all of you here today, have no doubt that history will also condemn the live export of animals in the same way that we have come to condemn. God love Australia.